I want to get a closer look here. Do I have that set up?
So on first, what's funny is because, I mean, obviously I know we're doing the New York episode, but this at first glance looks, in the logo to me as well, looks very DC. It looks very Washington, because the theme, obviously, with any Washington team is we have to wrap it in the flag, you know, save for, you know, racist face, which I guess can be wrapped in the flag in its own way. But it very much gives me Washington, D.C. district vibes. But the name Bombers is cool.
Yeah.
The fact that they can use that and it doesn't offend somebody, even more cool.
That's true.
Because Washington once upon a time had the bullets, and apparently that's the only place where anybody got shot, so we had to become wizards. And I like it. I do. The other thing I like about the PBLA is that their unis there is no white gear for the road.
Yeah.
It's all kind of like a shade of gray, or it's very cool. I like it. As somebody that there are white jerseys out there I like, white hockey sweaters more than anything, but I'm very hesitant to wear a white jersey personally, because you're always paranoid you're going to get fucking mustard or buffalo sauce on it or some shit, and then you're out $120 or whatever the fuck. I like that about all of these jerseys in the PBLA a lot.
To further your point, I like that they went gray to go with the actual jet as opposed to doing white.
Yeah.
And you know, this is what I think is cool is it's an exact switch. You know, the home versus the away. They completely flipped them, which is cool.
Yeah, dude. It's like a reverse retro.
It's simple. It's a simple concept, and you think it would happen more often, but like a lot of times people try to get entirely too cute.
Way too fucking cute.
And it's like, you know what? We've got the same design here. Let's just flip it.
Yeah.
Simple.
It looks good. It's just, what's the easiest way to differentiate? Let's swap the colors. It's not hard.
Yeah.
And I credit them for doing that.
Oh man, now I gotta get the other one. I knew I was forgetting to do something.
No, you're good. And it's the one thing I will say about the Bombers get-ups here is the thing on the leg of the short, what looks like the left leg, our right as we're looking at it, is a little distracting. I'm assuming it's kind of a continuation of like the stripe that is in the Bombers logo, which I like that logo a lot. I do. It's very kind of Top Gun feeling in its own way. Top Gun vibes. The shoulder patches have all been hits too on these so far. They've all been really cool. A shoulder patch doesn't have to be, nor should it be, anything super involved. It should be simple, and all
like
the shoulder
we're
patches.
talking to you ducks.
Dude, right, exactly. And they all look really cool. I even like the fucking there was another team that did the same thing, the gradient in the numbers. I like that. It's not the Atlanta Falcons where you have the entire thing is gimmicked up and gradient like a FUBU, but gradient in the numbers I can go with. I'm good with it.
Yeah. And so here's, let's see, is this going to take us in closer? Like, there we go. So here's a closer look at that. Again, I like this logo.
Yes.
I think it's pretty cool. You brought up the numbers. Okay, so it's a B. I assumed so. I like that.
It does. It's weird because it looks like a D at first glance, but then you realize it's a bomb. And which again, I love it. It's weird that a word is edgy these days, but I like that they pushed whatever envelope there is to push with this name. I like it.
We've talked about this a lot with this league not doing outlines. I think that's what makes the gradient cool. Okay,
absolutely.
The white outline
absolutely
suddenly goes, okay, there's something kind of containing this. Right.
It's not just a free for all, you know, and it makes it look good too on the sleeve where you have the same color of the sleeve in the gradient. It doesn't look a mess that way.
A little separation.
Right.
These things over here on the arms are pretty cool too.
Yeah, dude.
something to go, by the way, this is us.
Right.
So that's cool. I like that. So that's the Binghamton Bombers. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Birmingham.
Because XFL always has 9 Birmingham teams.
XFL.
And so does the USFL, too.
And CFL apparently at one time.
Yes, that's like the thing. If you have a non-4 major sports league, you must have a team in Birmingham. So I get it.
All right. So let's see. Oh my God. There we go. Let's move that on to the Elmira Renegades. We talked about how, like, it's a cool name. I like Elmira Renegades. I like that name a lot. I like the color scheme. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Word type.
Yeah, it's very weird. I don't hate it. It's just I like the R a lot, but it seems like you're trying too hard for like lightning bolts, and it's like you have a lightning bolt, but then you also have like an Ottawa Senator looking dude.
Yeah, you got a centurion.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Which is it?
Yeah, is he a bringer of lightning, or thunder? But I've always loved the name Renegades as a team name. I think it's fucking cool. The template here reminds me very much of the Devs, especially in the red one. I like these a lot. I really do. Red and black and white is
hard to miss.
Yeah, dude. You've got to go out of your way. It's like a pizza. You got to go out of your way to fuck it up. Even the worst ones you'll ever have are passable and enjoyable. It's like the Devs meet Ottawa, which is plus.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because dude, like it. That's the vibe I get from that logo. It's very kind of Ottawa Senator-ish, which love their shit too. So I like these, man. I do.
What do you think? Because we'll get a closer look here on the Uncommon Fit site. But it looks like the tail stripe is up a little bit, like it's not quite centered. Because it looks fine when we're looking over there on the Uncommon Fit, but on the drawing it looks like it's a little high up.
It does look elevated, which is kind of weird.
Right.
So we'll have to get the full view because it does on the shop site. It looks like it's where it's supposed to be. I definitely hope it's kind of more towards the bottom. I really do. Because at that point, you just look like you're wearing a goddamn chastity belt or whatever those things are.
Well, let's take a closer look. Okay, I mean, it is elevated, but doesn't look as weird as it did in the drawing.
No, not at all. That's fine. That's fine, because previously it looked like it was basically right underneath of the Renegades logo, which is, at that point, you're kind of jamming shit up a little close.
And it's perfectly aligned with the same stripes on the sleeves.
Yes.
So that's cool. Here's one. I feel like if you did either the Centurion or the word type Renegades, I think you get closer to something awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
I think having them both kind of jams it up. Not in a oh my God, get this thing away from me
right
way, but like enough to where I'm like, I feel like it's a little busy.
It would have made it better. It would have made it more clean, because it does, and because, as you said, you have all of that there, you almost have to jam it all up, kind of. And if you just had the Centurion dude, you could make him bigger, and you could get more out of the real estate there. Because really, when you have all that going on, the word protrudes more than the Centurion dude does, so you can't make it but so big. Otherwise, it looks tacky as fuck. But it also looks kind of, we're looking at it right now so we can tell what it is. But if you're 20 rows up watching a game and you have amnesia and you go, what's this team's name again? Oh, yeah, that's right. The other thing is, too, I'm very curious. That doesn't exactly, the Centurion doesn't make me think of a Renegade.
I know. I think that's what we said when we did the logo. Is like, I don't get why he's a Renegade.
It's right. Like I love the name. That's like one of my favorite. Back in the day, NHL 15, the one with Patrice Bergeron on the cover. You create a team name. I created a team called the Richmond Renegades. I love that as a team name, but I don't understand why he looks like a biker Ottawa Senator kind of. like the helmet. It's cool looking. I'm not saying it looks like shit. They don't entirely go together.
Yeah. I don't know. Just to reiterate, I feel like if you just have Mr. Centurion here, I think you're onto something.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at the. Wait, actually, let's take a look at the patch. Okay.
Thunder.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it though. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I would have liked to see the E maybe in this font here instead.
Yeah.
R for Renegades. Okay.
And I could be being picky too. Whatever the little block is behind the R, I would have made the same color as the gold.
Yeah.
Because at that point it's like, and I'm really hoping there's gold in the number, like as an outline. Like, if you have gold only in the logo, why is it not somewhere else on the sweater if it's supposed to be a team color?
It looks like the R is outlined in gold. We just can't get close enough.
Okay.
All right, but let's take a look at the back, because nope.
Okay.
We've got black. Again, I mean, very New Jersey Devils, and that's not a problem for us. But like, I think if you have gold,
somewhere, yeah.
If you have a gold outline there, you're on to something.
It would look fucking good. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but okay.
But they still look good, man.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
Still look good.
That's still a good-looking jersey.
Definitely.
And so that takes us to the Syracuse Spark, also known as the Sparkle Horses. I love this color scheme. I love this logo. The logo actually made it okay for me, because when we did the logos, they were still the Sparkle Muffins. Which was like, oh man, that's cool. But like, when you look at it, when the logo still had Sparkle Muffins, it was just too much.
Yeah.
So Spark, it's like, okay, it's one of those names.
Right, that you abbreviate. And it does look cool. It's okay, so there is a red gradient there to orange.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of like a Vancouver Canucks deal, where like we're utilizing two different color schemes here within. But again, if you look at the logo, there's a lot. It's kind of Oklahoma City Thunder vibes from the color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to choose from, which isn't a bad thing. In the logo, the gradient being on the jersey, I'm not huge on.
Yeah, it's very rare that works.
Yeah, which sucks because, like you said, the color scheme is fucking great.
Worked on the chowder heads.
Yeah,
because it was like sea foamy.
Right. So it fit a theme. Here it just feels like it's there just to exist.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't like on the oranges, which aesthetically I love the orange. The fact that there's an orange jersey. I don't like the blue number though. Especially since there's no let's go get the closer look. You got to have an outline
there.
To. It's too contrasty.
You got to.
You could do a blue jersey with an orange number.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even just a white number just kind of, or a white outline just goes, okay, there's the numbers.
Something, right, to highlight it.
I think I'd like to see a black outline. Agreed.
Or even that gray that's around the logo, so you have some uniformity there. It's so funny that the logo is a spider.
So I mean, I guess that's clearly what they're doing here, because when you look at the spider, he's got orange and he's got red. So that's what this is. Okay. Do I like it? Not particularly, but okay. I think we could probably lose Syracuse here.
Yeah.
I like the shoulder patch.
I do too. I like that a lot.
I think that's really cool. These stripes are cool.
I like them. And that, I think if you leave those stripes, leave those stripes blue.
Yeah.
Those are fine, but I think you want to accentuate the numbers.
I'm happy that we've taken a chance here, because most are just doing white with black outline.
For sure, right.
Which, I mean, on some of them looks great. Some of it's like, you probably could have taken a chance. You've taken a chance here. Take it that little bit further.
Right.
I think solid colors work. I think somebody warned us about this on our last episode. is wait till you see Syracuse's, and it's like, oh man, like I think if you had an outline here, you're onto something.
It would look cool. Yeah, I mean it. I think those stripes on the sleeve you could leave alone, but
Totally.
I think you gotta have the number outlined.
Yes.
You have to, and you have it. I think it would be perfect with it. If you have the gray outline around the logo, and that's a pretty fucking bold gray outline too. You tie everything together with a gray outline around the number.
I mean, I'd like to at least see it.
Right.
I'd like to at least